What's going on in the world today? What's up, guys? I'm excited to drop the ISA Inside Sales Agent call log on you today. Just going to cover some basics so you know how to use it. If you know how to use Excel, great. If not, we'll cover some basics. So let's get right after it. So this is what you're going to be able to download and have access to. So many of you guys asked me, what metrics should I be tracking? What should I be looking for? How can I predict business out of my database? How can I hold an ISA, Inside Sales Agent, accountable? I get all types of questions like that. So I'm going to give you a tracking sheet to actually start with, the ISA call log. And right here, you can see at the bottom, you're going to have a call log tab. Now, this is where you're going to feed all of the Inside Sales Agents or agents activity into this sheet, okay? Their start time, stop time, duration that they worked, their dials for that session or shift, connects. And then people always ask, what's the difference between a valid conversation and an actual connect, okay? A connect is whenever you have a live answer and it just wastes your time, right? How many people do we talk to throughout the day, but it's not an actual decision maker? And a valid conversation is not whether you thought the appointment went really good in your opinion and you talked for a long time and yada, yada, yada. A valid conversation is if you can confirm that that telephone number matches the name on the profile, like you actually get to talk to the decision maker. And that's really what you want to scale valid conversations to appointment ratios. A lot of people are always like, my ISA needs to make more calls, or his call volume is down, or it needs to get up, which may or may not be true because it's a case-by-case basis. However, you need to have better conversations, more meaningful conversations to have your ISAs be able to position you, position your team, position them to demonstrate leadership and solve problems through your unique value propositions. And what I'm going to cover is just a team that I started working with back in February, an EXP partner. They're developing a client care department, an ISA call center, resource center out of the Dallas area. We're focused on internet leads, seller internet leads. This is a horrible market to be generating buyer leads in this market, even though so many business models hinge on that. We're generating the seller internet leads, so our appointments are naturally going to be down as these ladies are coming out of training. However, we're setting listing appointments, and so you just want to fill in over to line O, and then or column O, and then it'll start populating all your conversions and all that stuff over here. It'll still show, but you want it to format and present just a little bit better than that. But you just feed this here, and then you can obviously customize your lead sources, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. You can customize your ISA's names, so they just have a drop down box and can pick their name. Alright, so let's just move on to appointments real quick. So end of month of June, I don't know if I've refreshed this spreadsheet or not. Looks like Kim's converting at 13%, Jade 8%, year to date Kim 12%, Jade a little lower than 5%. However, we're getting her trained up for sure. So here's just a snapshot of just end of month numbers. You can see 5,000, a little over 5,000 calls. Total connects was 448. Valid conversations was 282. And then they set a total of appointments of 26, 19 listing appointments, so that's what I like to see, and 7 buyer appointments. So, you can see as a whole they're converting at 9%, excuse me, as a team, but I want to be able to take that number and reverse engineer it to see how many valid conversations that they need to have to set a qualified listing appointment or buyer appointment. Okay, so let's just take 282 valid conversations, actually spoke with a decision maker, confirmed that that name matched that number, whether they hung up on them or if it was a good call or whatever. And then we're going to divide that by 26. So every 10.8 valid conversations that they're having with the decision maker, these guys are setting a qualified listing appointment with the listing questionnaire or a qualified buyer appointment. If you're needing the listing questionnaire to figure out how we set listing appointments in reverse, collect all the information about the house, and then set the appointment, hit me up as well. And so you're going to be able to, you see this little funnel right here? You're going to be able to click that. And then, let me move this over here. And then you're going to be able to make some modifications inside of Google Sheets or Excel to see whatever time frame you want to look at. You know, we could click here and modify the dates. Okay. You could click and modify what type of lead source that you want to filter out of this. Maybe you just want to see how well your seller leads are doing. Single opt-in, double opt-ins. We have two different types of seller leads. Maybe you have buyer leads, FSBOs, expireds, whatever. You can modify that in this drop-down menu right here. But you can play with the pivot table. Right here is where you can edit your call types, expireds, FSBOs, you know, conversion, commissions, Inc., Boomtown. Everything's pretty much on there. You can add to here. You can add ISAs here. And then it will populate over here on the call tab where you're going to feed all of the data. Okay. Once again, I'm going to show you the pivot table before I click off of this sheet. Okay. So once again, click on this pivot table right here. It's going to pop up. And then you're going to be able to manipulate the data to see what you want to see. Alright, it's pretty simple. You can tie this into a dashboard where these metrics will populate in cool pies, colors, graphs, whatever you need it to do. There's tons of dashboards out there. Also, you want to be able to get simple reports if you're a team leader or on the go, because you want to be able to look at the numbers just from a snapshot, but you want to be able to dig a little deeper into those numbers. For an example, appointments set versus gone on. So this isn't about appointments set, right? You want to be able to set qualified appointments, but more importantly, you want them to stick. And so when most people come into our program and start coaching with me, or the new EXP partners, and we're helping them develop these type of systems, most of the team lead rainmakers have a 20-30% show up confirm ratio. Out of 10 appointments, that means just a couple are going to stick. And you really want to take that number and double it. Try to get it over 50. Okay, and so they were at 47 for the month. Year to date, they're a little over, right under 60. Oh, that's on the buyers. I'm sorry. So year to date, right under 60%, 58% showed up, confirmed versus gone on. Then down here you can start to really look at okay, after show up, confirmed, the appointment actually happened. What happened with it. You can track buyer agencies, if you got a sign in the yard or whatever. And instead of getting these reports like that, once again, you can tie them into a cool little dashboard. I like these reports to be sent out to our team leaders or rainmakers before they're running their meetings or as they're coming and going, so they can just see a snapshot of what's going on, month to date, year over year, and then as they want to dissect data and review it, can be delivered differently to them as well. Here's kind of what your stuff will look like as you download it out of the digital asset. Here is you got your ISA main call log. Once again, yours is going to be blank, so it's going to be pretty simple. Your appointments, your call data, your drop down box, where you can edit it, all of that stuff. And so this is what you're going to see in your digital asset. If you got any other questions, hit us up. Normally this takes about 30-45 minutes that we dig into with clients, but you guys have been asking for something simple to track your stuff, whether it's for your agents that populates. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Make it a great day. Let me know if you need a consultation on any of the things that we talked about today. We'll help get you jump started. We'll help get you ramped up. Super busy right now, adding an agent a day into our network. We're growing like crazy. So if you are ISA and you are looking for work, we have leads, we have seller leads, and we have team leaders and agents willing to run them. So anyways, make it a great day. Just do it.